Alright, so let's go through this Singapore Chinese Girls' School A Maths question. We have this viscous liquid, right, being poured onto a flat surface, so it forms a circular patch. Means that it's a circle, yeah, so which grows at a steady rate of 4 cm square per second. So what does this mean? This just means this is equal to dA dt. How do I know it's dA dt without them saying? Very simple, right? Because you look at the unit cm square. Cm square is area per second, right? Per second is time. Okay, so next thing is, find in terms of pi, what is the radius of the patch 16 seconds after pouring has begun? So for the first part, they want us to find what's the radius. Okay, so let's assume that initial, right, at time equal to 0, there is nothing. Then after I pour, so after 16 seconds, what is the area of the patch? So at t equal to 16 seconds, my area of patch, right, is area is equal to 4 multiplied by 16. So what you get is actually equal to 4 times 16, about 64 cm squared. So why is this so? Because very simple. They say that 4 cm squared per second means that every 1 second, the area actually grow 4 cm squared. So 1 second is 4 cm squared, 2 seconds is 8 cm squared, so and so forth, right? So at 16 seconds is 64 cm squared. Okay, after that, now we draw the area. Okay, now the area of the at t equal to 16 seconds, my area is 64 cm squared. So what is the radius of the circle? So it's simple, right? So pi r square is equal to 64. You simply just this one I think don't need to say 64 divided by pi, then you square root left and right hand side, r equal to 8 over square root pi. So the part A is 8 over square root pi. I think don't need to rationalize, just leave it like this. Okay, for part B, let's look at part B. So part B is more of the rate of change already. So they say that what is the rate of increase of the radius? So they actually want your dr dt at this instant. Okay, so the very first is always to write down part B. So first step, you write down the area of a what's that called, the circle. So area is equal to pi r square. Second step is to write down the so-called formula for the rate of change. So dA dt, right, is equal to dA dr multiplied by dr dt. Okay, so let's determine what we have. For this, we have the dA dt. So dA dt is given by 4. I want to find dr dt. This one I don't know. So the next thing I need to do is actually to determine what is my dA dr. So that's why we need to do the first step. Very important, especially when we are dealing with this word problem. We need to form our own equation. And the word equation normally is related to the formula of maybe the area of a circle, area of a sphere. So this mensuration formula you need to know. Okay, so let's look at A, the very first formula. A equal to pi r square. So dA dr is equal to 2 pi r. Okay, so now I know what is my 2 pi r already. So next is, I simply sub my r inside this part. So it's equal to 2 pi multiplied by 8 over square root pi. So what you get is 16, right? So pi divided by square root pi, square root pi. Because they say leave in terms of pi, so I just leave in terms of pi. So I just put 16 square root pi. So can find dr dt, right? So I simply just put this, move to the left hand side. So what you get is dr dt is equal to 4 divided by 16 square root pi. So it's equal to 1 over 4 square root pi. So the dr dt is actually increasing at the rate of 1 over 4 square root pi cm per second. So that's how you do this question.